Matthew Stafford, Lions. It's going to be really depressing, as you can see. No Megatron. How sad. I'm not going to lie. I'm going to miss Megatron. He was cool. Packers, Aaron Rodgers. Nothing much there. As for other positions, obviously you'll probably see that during the games. The main point of going through this is going to be to get through the quarterback situation for each team. Now, Tom Brady, here, while I am a Patriots fan, I'm almost tempted to take Brady out for the first 4 games, even though I know there's always that chance. There's always that chance, right, that Tom Brady continues to play for the first 4 games. But, I mean, I'm going to keep him in. I'm going to keep him in. It's not because I'm a Patriots fan, but because, I mean, I'm just going to keep him in. It's much easier. Much easier. Like, I haven't taken out some of these guys yet either. Connor Cook, we're definitely going to have him be the backup quarterback. He's looking like he's got a shot here. He's got a shot. Jared Goff is our starter. As you can see, Nick Foles is injured right now. He wouldn't start anyway, but he's hurt. So that kind of takes him out of the equation even more so than he already is. Looks like rocking with only 2 quarterbacks are the Ravens. Then we've got the Redskins. Rookie quarterback out of Indiana. Kirk Cousins, you like that? You like that? Yeah, I sure do. I'm actually a fan of Kirk Cousins. I've been a fan of his since he was drafted. I thought he should start over RG3 for the longest time. And I still do. Obviously, it's more leaning in my favor now than it was then, but Texans, Brock Osweiler starting at quarterback. Mariota, he's only at 78 because he was injured for most of the season, so they couldn't really put him up or down on that ladder. And then finally, Vikings. I like Tyler Heineke. Not gonna lie, like Tyler Heineke, but not gonna see much there. So that is managing all the rosters, which puts us into this game here. So we're gonna be the Bears. So if we have to do a play, we're gonna do a play. And I apologize. It's not that I like the Bears. You're gonna see me as probably every team in this league over the course of the season. Because what I do is I go with the team that is first. The first team to show up. So, if the Patriots play the Bills, I'm going to play it as the Bills because the Bills are going to show up on here before the Patriots. So that's just going to be how it goes. It's going to be how it goes. So now we're going to get a Packers-Bears matchup here. We're going to sim the first 3 quarters. We're going to see if the Bears can stay alive because right now, I don't know. The Bears are not looking good.
I'm Larry Ridley, and this is the NFL on EA Sports.
Well, here we go, baby. NFL on EA Sports.
Today we have 2 teams who are more than ready to get the season underway.
Oh,
it's the Bears
baby.
Going up against the Packers.
Well, I tell you what, this is going to be a hell of a matchup. Perhaps hell in a good term or hell in a bad term. I don't see this being like a kind of okay good match. I feel like this is going to be either a solid match between 2 teams that hate each other, or it's going to be a terrible match between the Packers and essentially nothing as they just trounce them. Well, speaking of trouncing, it's gotten to that point. 35-10 at the end of the first quarter. So Aaron Rodgers and the Packers are just running away with it at this point. 42-17. It looks like we won't have to watch the end of this game. Yeah, definitely not looking like it's going to happen. I don't know. Maybe Chicago can get somewhat close. Nah, they're down by almost 40. Now they're down by over 40. Yeah, there's no way in hell they're coming back. That is going to end that. So Green Bay opens up 1-0. Chicago, rough start. Sounded like a dog there for a second, but 25-point win for Green Bay. 69-44.
Week 1 trying to build some positive momentum. You've gone through camp and all the preseason games.
Yeah, such a rough start for the Bears. As you can see, 602 passing yards for the Packers. 535 for the Bears is pretty damn good too. Pretty damn good, not gonna lie. Got a lot of positives there. So Rodgers, 602 yards, 5 touchdowns, a touchdown for Jay Cutler. Looks like Jaquez Rodgers had 51 yards rushing. Yeah, not a good start for Chicago. 44 points ain't bad by any means. It ain't bad. But what the bad part is that they got smashed. Their defense could not hold. And you might want to get used to that because these are 15-minute quarters. So defenses very likely are not going to be able to hold very often. I'm so glad, though, I'm going to be completely honest, I'm glad that I updated this game because there was a time when the first season never worked. Like, you had to simulate the entire first season because you could not play as any of these teams without the game completely freezing on you. And it sucked balls. So I'm glad I downloaded the update where they fixed that. So next up, Bengals Raiders. So this is going to be interesting as Matt Flynn has had a pretty decent career so far. I'm not going to lie. Matt Flynn is going to help this Raiders team even this year. He's got a lot of potential. But I just don't know exactly how far they're going to be. LaFell. Damn. LaFell, man. He was a former Patriot. I'm a big fan of Brandon LaFell. Not going to lie. And Tyler Eifert. For those of you who don't know yet, big Notre Dame fan here. So Tyler Eifert, shout out to you, man.
Hello, everyone. I'm Larry Ridley, and this.
Well, we're going to get ready for this. NFL, EA Sports, blah, blah, blah. Levaticus Murray starting at running back. How about that? And then at the Bengals, Giovanni Bernard. Giovanni Bernard had a standout year last year. He really got something going for the Bengals.
And Mike Nugent looks ready to get this one underway.
Now, one of the things that I don't particularly like is that I pretty much every time keep the ball off. I know there might be a way to change that, but whatever. Cincinnati and Oakland. Looks like it's kind of a defensive battle here at the start. I mean, 13-7. Oakland leads it, so we might be in for a tight game here. As Oakland has a 10-point lead, and the Bengals, 10-point advantage for Oakland. So it's still anyone's game. Anybody can win this. Oh, man. 3-point game, 6-point game, 1-point game in favor of Cincinnati. Okay, so this is big. I don't want to end up watching the entire... an interception. Bengals take it. They lead it there. And another interception. All right, tie game, 10 minutes to go. Big game here. We have to go all the way down here, and we have to do this stupid thing where we set it on broadcast. And I think we might have to do one play. I don't know, we'll run it up the middle or something.
Offense is on the field, hoping to
shit. I honestly don't know how to fix it. so that... I don't know. Let's see. Let's run it up the middle.
Their last drive, which was completely unproductive, a quick 3 and out.
Yeah, it was.
I have no idea where I'm going because this is fucking stupid, and it's a fumble. And I think I just messed up the game for the Bengals. Not gonna lie. Whoops. All right, please tell me that it'll just not have me choose a play.
Protect the football at all times. You got to know these defenders. All they work on in practice every single week.
Very rough play to say the least. I'm not gonna lie. I'm not amazing at all Madden by any means.
Bill, this quarterback matchup has been a great one today.
44 for 65. Andy Dalton kind of outplaying Derek Carr, but Carr's continuing to.
Loaded with really good quarterbacks.
Okay, that is not helping. I just fumbled the ball and gave them help for no fucking reason. I don't understand it. Let's see. Quick call. Slim play. Chose 3 selections. Broadcast. So I feel like broadcast is
hearing people say, "Oh, the league doesn't."
Next play. Touchdown. Back. Not happening, man. For some reason, this game does not like me, I think. Alright. Probably going to take a bit complicated. First off, I'll need 2 controllers. Start an offline franchise. Pick your team as a coach or GM. Can handle all roster management as the GM or coach, but you'll need to keep a player or your roster who doesn't appear on your depth chart. I've been using a 4th tight end. I double check to make sure he doesn't show up in the football depth chart. I would assume you can use a 6th cornerback. Handle all of your weekly duties as a coach or GM. When you're ready to play CPU versus CPU, see what team you're playing at that week and hit R3. Select create a new character. Select the team you'll be playing against and select that team's head coach as your new secondary character. As the head coach, make sure that team has an extra player not listed on the depth chart. Once you have identified a player, scroll the options, select retire, and create new character. Change role to player, select that player. Holy fuck. So, apparently, it's damn near impossible to do a CPU versus CPU viewing of this game. And that sucks. It really does. I'm not going to lie. I would love to use a CPU versus CPU game. But apparently you can't really do that. You can because... Wait, no, you can't. You can't even select watch play. So that sucks ass, man. It really does. Well, as much as I would have loved to see the end of this game play out, and it looks like the Bengals won, so I guess I didn't absolutely ruin this game for Cincinnati. So that's, I suppose that's a plus.
Week 1, and it certainly takes a little bit of the edge off, doesn't it?
Oh, no.
Oh, man.
It
So,
takes a lot of the edge off.
Looks like the Bengals